Welcome to our video on the introduction of psychology. My name is Mrs. Lorem and I'm going to talk you through a little bit about what psychology is and why you should study it. So psychology is the study of human behaviour. We need to understand what makes people act in different ways, what causes some people to become aggressive and some people to act in a calm manner in response to the same situation, what causes you to be attracted to different people, what causes you to shop and buy things the way you do. And why do some people stand by and watch other people do bad things without interfering? We look at this down a variety of different routes. One of those is nature. So have we evolved these abilities and these personalities over time in response to pressures from the environment? Is it due to the genetic information we hold from our parents? Are these behaviours passed on through our genes? Or is it your brain and different parts of your brain which act and respond differently to other people? We also consider the influence of nurture. For example, how much do your friends influence your behaviour? How much does your family influence your behaviour? And would you be different if you'd have grown up in a different country or a different time? How much different would your personality be? We can look at historical events such as the Holocaust and Abu Ghraib, where we see normal everyday people doing terrible, terrible things. And we can take things like this and we can turn them into research topics to investigate the different reasons behind people's behaviour. As this guy here did. This is Zimbardo. He did something called the Stanford Prison Experiment to see whether normal everyday people would do bad things just because they were told to, or even just of their own free will, not even when they were told to. What causes these sorts of behaviours? To do this, we follow a scientific process. Because we study psychology as a science, we are trying to make behaviour objective and understandable. We ask a question we want to find out about. We do background research on it. We make a hypothesis and then we test that hypothesis to see if we can develop conclusions. And with these conclusions, we look to understand people's behaviour and to improve people's performances and to improve people's lives. One of the things we can look at is addiction, and because we've looked at why people become addicted and the effects of addiction, we are now able to better treat addiction. We look at mental illnesses such as schizophrenia or depression and how those can be overcome. We can look at improving performance in sport, so what we can do to make people run faster, what we can do to make people work harder. And we can also look at things like consumer behaviour. For example, why is Amazon so popular? Is it literally a result of their branding? Because with this A to Z, it implies they sell everything. And we've also got a nice smiley happy face, which is part of the subliminal information that Amazon makes you happy. We can choose two different routes into psychology. You may choose to study A-level psychology, which is 100% exam over 2 years with 4 exams, or BTEC Psychology, which is 50% exam and 50% coursework. The topics on both are the same, and what it really is up to is for you to decide what route would be best for you. In A-level psychology, we look at 5 different approaches and we look at research methods, so creating investigations. At year 13, we get people to conduct their own investigation based on what the exam board says. And we also look at stress, addiction, criminal behaviour, and again, more research methods. With BTEC Psychology, we look at 4 different approaches and use those to explain aggressive behaviour, consumer behaviour, or gender. We also get people to conduct their own research in this time. When you get to year 13, you will study health psychology, which includes addiction and stress, as well as completing a coursework in forensic and criminal psychology, psychopathology, also known as mental illness, and developmental or sports psychology, depending on the class choices. Psychology is a massively broad topic area and has many facilitating skills which will help people. We hope to see you studying the topic soon. Thank you very much.